Right, this is for my NEA proof of concept. I'm designing a daily planner, but we'll start off in the Flask file. So essentially, my code is, my proof of concept will be proving that I know how to link a database, which essentially helps to build my entire program, and it's the use of, CSS, the indexed HTML, but just HTML code file. My sources being, I've used numerous YouTube videos, I've had help from personal tutor, and the main thing was W3 Schools and Google, just in general websites like that, coding.com. So essentially I've had to use a mix of VB to create, this page here has created the login and my register web design, like actual page, what you can see. So this is the, here it is, I've used the CSS here. I can't actually click on it, bear with me. I've used the CSS here, there it is, to design my website to look how I want it to look. This is, all it is basically the design of the actual website and the way it looks on the login screen and the register screen, which I can actually show you. I'll drag onto the screen now. This is how the website currently looks. So you can flick between login and register, like that. And all of this was just created using my CSS and my HTML, basically pretty much from scratch with the help of a YouTube video. So how it works. So on the register, you're going to go user. As you can see, I've put in loads of different examples, but we're just going to do one for now. We're going to call it, we're going to do a brand new one. We'll do joe.m@gmail.com, password 1234. We're going to register, just like that. Lovely. Okay. Now when we come over here, before I show you the actual login, I'll get rid of that. You can see it's going to use these app root functions in order to call it. So this is the register one you can see here. Just to make sure you can see that. Lovely. It will essentially hash the password, and it will use an SQL statement of inserting into my table, which I have called users, email and password. And it has values it doesn't yet know, values that are inputted by the user, like I just showed you on the register page, and then it will hash the password, which means I personally can't see people's passwords, because obviously that would not be legal, it wouldn't be legal or moral. The same thing goes for login here, an SQL statement, select password from here. This is login. This is just going to verify, essentially verifying that the details on the login page I was about to show you are correct, which is lovely. But if I open my dbeaver page and I show you this here, sorry, that's the wrong table. This is users. Let me zoom out a bit for you. So these are all examples of accounts I've previously registered to test it worked. And then if I go a refresh, you will see that joe.m@gmail.com with your password, which has been hashed, is stored in the user's database. So that's just showing that the register works. Now I'll show you the login is perfectly functioning. Obviously, after you log in, nothing yet happens, as I haven't started on the interior design of the website, but I forget what I call it. I think it was joe.m@gmail.com. And just for example, I have a part of code which I'll show you in a second. If you were to put in the wrong password, we'll go just to spam the keyboard, you'll get a red underline under to show you that it's wrong. A lot of websites do that. I thought I'd implement it because it's nice and neat. But it also means that if you get it right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Essentially, once I've actually implemented the interior design, that will then log you into the website. So obviously nothing happens. That is getting it right. And if you go inspect into my console. Oh. Spent